Hi, it's Alex here. Now in this video I wanted to talk about a McDonald's sales concept that we can actually steal from them and implement it into our own locksmith business and help us generate more income in the long term. Now what I'm talking about is basically if you ever go to McDonald's, maybe you don't frequent those kind of places, but you'll realize that when you go in there and you let's say you just want to buy a burger, the first thing they'll do is they'll try to upsell you on the fries and the drink. So they'll say, do you want fries with that? Do you want a drink with that? Or even if you order a meal, they'll actually say, do you want to go large? So they're always trying to upsell you when you go there, because they don't really make that much profit on just the burger. So where they really make their money is on the fries and the drink. So we can actually use this concept, and this is something that I've been doing for a long time, to generate more income per customer. So we can actually get more revenue per customer, and then in the long run that really adds up. So I'm going to jump over to my whiteboard and I'll just show you exactly what I mean. So let's say that you're an auto locksmith, okay? So you've been called out to a customer that's lost their keys to their car. So I'm just going to draw a terrible bunch of keys here. So we've got keys here, and then we got on the ring we've got a car key here. Okay, so we've been called to this customer, they've lost their bunch of keys. Okay, now initially they just want their car key replaced, okay, because you're an auto locksmith, you've come out to them, and that's the first thing you're going to do is say, okay, let's get you back on the road, let's create a new car key for you, which is great, you know, that's good profit for you. But what you can say is, did you lose, like if they've lost the bunch of keys, you can say, did you lose your house keys also on that bunch? Now let's just say they say yes. So this is a great thing, because they might not think of asking you that, you know, they just think, oh, he's just an auto locksmith, he's a car specialist. But what you can now do is you can say, look, you don't know who's got this bunch of keys, this could be in the hands of anyone, we don't know where these keys are, you should really get all of your locks changed on your house. So let's just say that this auto locksmith job, let's just say that was worth to you, say $300 to replace the key, okay, because they've obviously lost, let's just say that was their only key, so it's cost them $300 to get a new key. Now what you can do is you can say, look, you can actually create an upsell out of this. You can say, look, you know, this is it's really important that you get your house locks changed, because we don't know who's got the key, you know, where the keys are, and it's just for peace of mind, and people will pay anything for peace of mind. So now we've got your auto job here, which is $300. Now what we can do is we can say, look, it's going to be an extra hour labor, so 1 hour labor, let's say at $80, and you'll change their house locks. But let's say they've got, you know, just for argument's sake, they've got the front and the back door they need changing, and each lock is say worth $50. So we've got two times $50, because they're the locks. Maybe, you know, maybe they even want to get the windows locks changed, anything, you don't know. Okay, so now we're at an extra $180. Okay, so we can do plus $180 here. Okay, and that was just from simply saying to them, were your house keys on that bunch when you lost your car keys? So now we're not walking away with $300, now we're walking away with $480 from the exact same job. Now the great thing is this works both ways. So if you're a domestic locksmith, okay, you've been called out, someone's lost their house keys, so they've come out, they said, can you get me back in, I've lost my front door key. You say, fine, okay, was your car keys on that bunch? So now if they might not have ever thought about calling you for the car key, but now I'm sure you love my drawings here as well. I'm sure you're enjoying that. So now what you might have gone out to do a simple job of, say, you know, let's just say that job to you was worth, say, $120 to change the lock. Okay, now you've suddenly added on, you know, they might have said, you know, I've got a spare car key. This is one of the things they might say. They might say, you know, I already have a spare car key, so I don't need one. They might have lost one on here, but they might say, you know, I've got a spare key indoors. But you say, look, if you lose that only key to that car, next time you truly are screwed. So if I was you, while I'm here, I can do you a special discount, and I can give you a spare car key, and I can just clone that existing key you've got indoors. So now that might be worth, say, an extra $100, or they may have lost all the keys to the car, in which case it's a bigger job for you. So now, as you can see, that job's now worth to you $220. Now imagine you're doing this every single day, okay? So you can imagine how much, like, already we've just added like $300 to our day's revenue just by simply upselling them. And this can be done in anything as well. It doesn't just have to be between domestic and auto. You can also, if you go out to a customer who's lost their house keys, and you know, all you've been called out to is to say, look, I've got a dodgy lock on my front door, it's not working very well, can you take a look at it for me? You say, fine, while I'm here, at the moment I offer a free security survey. Okay, I do it for every single customer. It's part of my service. I offer a free security check of your whole property to make sure that you're secure, your loved ones are safe, your belongings are safe, and it's totally free, no obligation. So now what you can do is you can look around the property. If you see any weakness in any of the locks, any parts of the doors that could be secured, maybe they could have extra bolts on there, internal bolts, maybe they need to be brought up to British standard locks, you know, because it might not even meet their insurance what they have at the moment. So now what you can do is you can pull out like a pad of paper, and you can write them a quote where you're giving all your recommendations for securing their property. Now you might even offer them, if you really want to go to town on this, you could either offer them CCTV, okay, on the property. You could say, look, I really recommend your house, all your locks are spot on, but I really recommend you get a CCTV system fitted here. We do that for you, and we can actually do that right now. We've got the stuff on board in our van, so we can do that now. So what you do is you'll give them the quote, and obviously you want to let them know the importance of securing their home as well. You want to say to them, you know, maybe that it's winter time coming up, burglaries are on the rise, there could be a higher rate in that area, higher crime rate, and you give them this written quote, which is obviously free, no obligations, and you'll be surprised how many people actually say to you, can you do it now for me? You know, they don't want to pay you for a second call out, so they're just going to say, yes, do it now for me, I'm happy for you to get that done. And you'll be surprised how many people do that. So just think, so that's really the gist of this video, is just to really open your mind up to upselling the customer. You know, you might, whenever you're at a customer's property, there's always an opportunity to make more revenue. And this is not just about being greedy and making more money. It is actually about making sure that that customer's property is as secure as possible. And you can think outside the box with this as well. You can say, you know, do you want a key safe fitted outside? Do you want a dummy camera? Because they might not be able to afford CCTV. So you can actually carry around just these dummy cameras, which just cost like $5 on Amazon, really cheap. They've just got a little battery inside, which with a flashing light, and you can screw that to the wall. They look quite realistic from a distance, and that might just stop someone burglarizing their house. You never know. So it's really worth thinking outside the box with this. You could even buy those wireless doorbell cameras. So you've probably seen those little doorbell cameras. Someone presses it and it takes a photo of them and it sends to their phone. Super easy to fit, and you can upsell them really easily on that. So yeah, just something to think about. So that's it from me. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, and if you need help getting more revenue into your locksmith business, or maybe you're just starting out, there's a couple of links in the description that might help you. Click on them if you want. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.